Carson able to block a field goal attempt from McQueen as the first half expired, and since then, Carson with a touchdown behind the legs of Abel Carter and McQueen, still trying to get on the scoreboard, but I tell you what, with 10 minutes to play, great field position. It's a big spot here for the Lancers to come away with points.
Right. This is their best starting position all game long. Let's see what they can do with it.
Stallworth stays in the game at quarterback. He's going to unload down the sideline, and it was Crosby getting tangled up. There was Sherman Smith. He'll throw a flag. Let's take a look at our Dolan Auto Group replay. You can see Crosby just kind of grabs on to Smith there.
There is some contact there. I didn't see his hand. If he did grab him, he pulled him down, that's for sure. If it was just contact because they're both looking up at the ball, I don't know. But I didn't see the hand. If the hand went up and pulled him down, that's a good call.
Pass interference, offense. 15 yards from the previous spot, replay, first down.
So they'll call offensive pass interference on Alec Crosby, who has made 3 catches for 69 yards, and he was trying to get past the defender Sherman Smith there, and he just took him down. And I think it's the offensive pass interference because it's possible Smith could have turned around and intercepted that ball.
Yeah, he had his arm around his neck and pulled him to the ground, so good call. I didn't see that one coming.
So a big setback for McQueen now. Instead of having it at the 49-yard line, that's going to back them up all the way to the 34. 15-yard penalty will make it 1st and 25. Stallworth takes the snap, handoff. Kolb, off right tackle, and he's wrapped up after getting a short gain. Dawson Lamb came in leading the team in tackles with 19 at the start of the game, able to bring that one down. Lamb has been a big improved player for Carson on their defense. Last year had 49 tackles, added 25 pounds though between his junior and senior season, and I know this is a guy that Carson is really excited about in the middle of their defense this year.
Did a nice job of scraping to the football there. That's how a linebacker's supposed to do it when the ball goes outside.
So only 3 yards for Kolb there, brings up 2nd down and 22. Stallworth in his second drive at quarterback, drops back to pass. Will find Kolb in the flat, gets some room to run, gets across the 50, across the 40, down inside the 30. One man to beat. Kolb inside the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, McQueen. The junior transferred in from Oklahoma, making a big impact here in the 4th quarter. They just swing it out to him in the flat, and he will take it all the way to the house. And McQueen finally on the scoreboard after a 63-yard passing play.
Nice job downfield by the receivers, doing just what they had to do to get in front of some Carson defenders, and Kolb does the rest of it. Great call. Get it to him in open space. That's how talented he is.
The extra point is going to be no good. Some pressure from Carson, and that could come back to really hurt McQueen by the end of this one tonight. But for now, they will get 6, a 14-6 score now with 9:09 to go. We'll step aside. Stay tuned for tonight's play of the game, brought to you by Carson Dodge. Check out their new expanded state-of-the-art service center to help you get back in your vehicle faster. And Mike Rippey, I wonder if we just saw the play of the game tonight. That was an impressive catch from J.D. Kolb to take it 63 yards and get McQueen on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think that's a big candidate. It looks like Carson thinks onside kick here.
Thought about it. It'll go out of bounds, though, and not a good kick there by McQueen.
No.
As they were trying to pin that into the corner, and instead that's going to give Carson
free kick out of bounds.
Really, really good field
Kicking
position
team.
Here with the
Carson
clock stopping at 9:09 here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, Carson had their hands team out there, and McQueen, I think that's a good strategy. That little pooch kick in there, but he just got a little bit too much of it out of bounds. He tried to drop it into that open space between the deep return guy and the line and just got it out of bounds. Big break for Carson. That's a good place to start.
We saw Blake Menzel, the junior quarterback from Carson, in one series back in the first half, and Blair Roman said he was going to get him some playing time here tonight, but they'll stick with the sophomore here. Johnny LaPlante hands off to Abel Carter, and he will bowl his way up to about the 45-yard line, and that'll be close to a first down here to start the drive.
Did you see that straight arm? Oh my goodness.
He's tough, isn't he?
Oh.
Just shoves Noah Rickett down to the ground, and you feel like as this game continues to go on, that Abel Carter is only going to get better and better, and you can see the McQueen defense has been tiring here in the second half.
You know, there's that quick pitch outside.
Carter's got the first down. He gets across the 50, and then he's pulled down from behind. The tackle made by Sergio Yakas. This kid has been tremendous tonight. Will be close to 200 yards after that run. Carter in the first game of the season, 272 yards against Lewiston. And again, last week, just 49 in that game against Reed, but he has been incredible tonight. 179 now on the ground for Abel Carter. That actually surpasses what he did to McQueen last year. Had 177 against them. I mean, if you're McQueen right now, what do you do to stop Abel Carter? I mean, and you know you're tired. You know that he's tough to bring down. I mean, what can you do, even just schematically maybe, just to give yourself a better chance to get him away from just chewing not only this clock, but chewing up yardage?
Well, I think Coach Snelling had a plan. I mean, you need to take away what they do best, and that's Carter. And I think you need to reinforce that idea to his players right now. We need hands to the ball. We need wrap up. Don't let Carter beat you. If they're going to go and throw the ball or give it to other people, let them do that. But don't let Carter. You've got to key on him. Wherever he goes, you've got to have 3 or 4 guys there attacking him, right there.
I tell you what, we've given a lot of credit tonight to Abel Carter. We have not given proper credit, I think, to this point, to Carson's offensive line. And this is a group that has had a tough start to this season. They have seen 4 different starting fives throughout the year. They've had some injuries, they've had some issues, but tonight this group has been very, very good for Blair Roman.
They have stepped up big time. Carter, of course, it's easy to block for a guy like him because he gets yards after contact, but this offensive line for Carson has stepped up, gotten after it, and you know, missing their all-league player, Bonomo from last year. Someone else had to step in and do the job. You're right, Alex. Give credit to this offensive line. They've done a great job.
So the player from McQueen slowly coming off the field now. And Carson's offense going back to it. It was Anthony Marquita, the senior defensive back, who walks off to the sideline. And for Carson, now first down and 10 from the 42-yard line. A 3-receiver set with Carter in the backfield. McQueen loads up the box here. Handoff up the middle, and this time McQueen is able to sniff it out. Good job there, penetrating on the inside. Yakas and Rickett able to help bring him down.
And there's the big boys just clogging it up in the middle and letting the linebackers finish it off. And that's exactly what I just said. Get Haas to the ball. Carter, wherever Carter is, you know you've been scouted. You know exactly where he lines up and what he does from that. So you have to have a scheme that attacks that, and I'm sure they do.
Good job that time, the sophomore, Lapoy Valele, able to wrap him up first. Now the full-on blitz, and McQueen with a big takedown there, dialed up at the right time by McQueen. Noah Rickett with the takedown of Johnny LaPlante, and a huge sack there. It was Rickett and Nate McIntyre for a huge loss.
And that's, you know, a good example of don't let Carter beat you. If they try with somebody else, hopefully someone makes a play, and that's exactly what they did. Now all you have basically is Carter on 3rd and long. Hopefully he can break a few tackles.
22 yards to get a first down for Carson. The pitch play goes to Carter. He shakes one man, gets across the 50. A few more bodies needed to bring him down, but Hermit will finish him off at about the 45-yard line, well shy of a first down. So a good job by this McQueen defense coming off of the touchdown from J.D. Kolb. One touchdown away from tying this game, and still plenty of clock left. Stops at 7:20 as Carson sends out their punt team.
Well, McQueen right now is not only trying to beat Carson, but they're trying to beat the clock. With one timeout, stopping the clock from this point on is really important to them. I think they're going to have to open it up a little bit more and put the ball in the air.
Jonathan Acosta gets the kick away. Back to receive for McQueen is Serio. Goes off of one of the Carson players. And that's where it'll be down inside of the 20. So a good punt by Acosta, and McQueen will have to march a long distance for a chance to tie this game. And coming up later in our Eye Care Associates of Nevada post-game show, we will have our Big O Tires Drive of the Game. Now is $70 off a set of Michelin tires or $50 off a set of Goodrich tires. Get to a participating Big O Tires store for details. Alongside Mike Grippy, I'm Alex Margulies. John Ramsey helping with the stats here in the booth tonight. Pleasure to get a chance to fill in for the Hall of Famer, Dan Gustin. Having some fun here tonight on a Friday.
Enjoy it. Got a great football game. It is good.
Stallworth stays in there at quarterback, fakes the handoff. Whole throw down the sidelines, got a man wide open, and Serio cannot come up with it. And I think Drew Serio, if he had to do that play over again, he would have done it differently, because it looked like he kind of slowed up a little bit. If he kept going full speed, he watched there, you saw the hesitation. He thought it was going to come underneath, but that was a perfect ball by Dom Stallworth.
Yeah, he didn't quite react to the ball. I think he felt he was really close to the sideline, and I think he tried to chop his feet, and he did have a few yards. That would have been a big play. He just did not react to the ball. And again, I think he thought he was going out of bounds, so he slowed down to chop his feet.
So Stallworth doing a good job leading this offense. The snap here, though, is bobbled, and Carson's going to come up with it. Carson football on a botched snap by Stallworth. And the play made by Vinny Hirschman. Hirschman all over it, able to beat Stallworth to the ball, and that is a crippling turnover for McQueen.
You know, and I told you earlier, I thought this game might turn on a defensive turnover or something like that. I was thinking more for the McQueen side, but that is a big play for Carson. Now it's critical. If they put 6 on the board now, it's going to make it very difficult.
Well, it's been a tough game for McQueen tonight. It seems like every time they've got some momentum offensively, something happens where they shoot themselves in the foot. And that one's certainly an error caused all on their own. Here's Carson now. The handoff goes to Smith with Abel Carter leading the way. Carter lays down the block, and it's Smith into the end zone for 6. And the Senators have opened it up now. It is a 20-6 game.
Yeah, that's a nice call. Attack their perimeter. Carter out in front. Smith, good speed. That's a nice call by Coach Roman, and putting a nail in the coffin there. I'm not saying it's over, but it was really important for them to score there. Really important for McQueen to step up and minimize the damage, but weren't able to pull it off.
Well, this has got to feel good for Blair Roman and this Carson team, a club that started the season 1-2. Got a win up in Idaho, but losses in their last 2 games. Kalicki now for the extra point, and that one is good. A 21-6 score now with 6:49 to play here in the 4th quarter. Carson is rolling here on the road at McQueen.